Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 19 of Civilization 5 as France. Things aren't going particularly well. We're desperately trying to finish off Ethiopian war as quickly as we can so that we can get on to dealing with Hiawatha. The Ethiopians have definitely been making it as difficult as possible. Finally got to the point where we can actually start safely bombarding one of their cities, but this isn't the target, this is just a means to an end. It's Addis Ababa that I want more than anything. I'm a little bit worried that I might lose a lot of units here. Just trying to stay friendly with the Iroquois until we are ready to go to war with them, but they are getting quite big and quite stompy. I'm still worried that Russia might declare war on me because they really don't like me, but they're not my big threat for who might win the game. I still have a feeling that I might have lost the game, that it might be a little bit too late for me to do anything, but we'll have to see how things go. You're going to have accuracy. We're going to have a look because the enemy's been spotted near our territory. Yep, you guys over there. We are going to need to deal with you. So let's go and move up and try and protect our workers a little bit. Unit needs orders. We've got a great war infantry here now. We can start thinking about moving him into range. We'll take him a few turns to get there. Let's go ahead and use all of our artillery to bombard Harar as much as possible. So we take another shot with this one. If we set this one up, we can take another shot with this one. And we should be able to take one more shot with this one, and then we should be able then to take it. And indeed we can. I'm going to use the privateer to take it. And the reason I'm going to use the privateer is because I don't think my rifleman was close enough. So we have Harar. We're going to create a puppet. Had one great work. So first thing we're going to do is... either didn't have the great work in there or it's automatically moved it. But we did manage to take Harar. Now that is very good. Now what I can do now is move in with these frigates and use them to do some damage to these crossbowmen. I don't think they have any melee units around. Crossbowmen can't retake the city, so I'm not concerned about that. If I put you here on this manufactory, you'll be out of bombardment range, which is good. So I am going to start moving up with some of my units. You'll be out of bombardment range if you move there. I'll also be able to upgrade that rifleman on the next turn. So we'll start getting some of these units moved up. Unit needs orders. We've still got that scout here. Unfortunately, I can't get close enough to take a shot, but we can certainly have another go with the privateer. Fantastic, that's the scout sunk. On to the next turn, there's not an awful lot else that we can do. I like how one big area of this map is ocean. It's like, I mean, I know it's a Pangaea map, but they normally take up a little bit more of the map than this one has, I think. So, you want to pass, you want open borders? No, I don't think we need that. Just go to war with the Iroquois, do something useful. It's a shame the Iroquois never went to war with Catherine. I was kind of hoping that they would, but alas, they did not. You want my incense. I have spare incense. I want your money. That seems like a much fairer trade. Would you give me 7 gold per turn? Yes, you would. Thank you very much. That's all money that will go towards the building an army to fight against Hiawatha fund later on. So now we move on to Addis Ababa. I think that might actually be a little bit easier to take because I think that Ethiopia are kind of out of manpower and out of money now. So we're going to be trying to get our artillery up to the front as quick as possible here. And we've discovered flight. We have a city connection. We have these units over here which we can still move in. You've actually got a promotion actually which we will give you. We'll give you Coastal Raider 2. Start moving you around. Again, I think we're going to get somewhere just in time for there not to be much going on. This is Morocco's borders. I could get open borders with them. I don't think I'm going to need those guys, so we'll leave them be. You've been upgraded. Let's go ahead and deal with these units over here. Simply because I don't want them around. So they're going to do damage. It's going to be annoying. Was that enough to finish them off? Yes, it was. You're a ranged unit, so you can finish those guys off. You can get upgraded to Great War Infantry. You guys are all going to move in as much as possible, including the Great General. More War Infantry. More Artillery. They're really the only 2 frigates that I have up here. I suppose I don't really need them. So we already have a road to Hurrah. I didn't need to worry about that, do I? We're already connected up. So you guys can go over here and repair the wine. Start repairing some of these tiles that got pillaged. I see you guys coming. I'm going to move out here with my Gatling gun. See what we can do. You're pretty weak against these guys, so there's really no point in you doing anything. You're just going to sit there and heal up, really. Guess we could go ahead and get another lumber mill over there. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Can I get you any further forwards? Probably not. We can get you onto the road, I guess, which will speed things up on the next turn. You are out of range to do anything. I will set them up, though, just in case they throw any units my way. And then that way, if something comes close enough for me to hit, then I'll just get a free shot at it, really. You can just sit there. Privateer. You just heal up. Worker. Oh, we got a free worker as well. Don't want to move him that way, because that will most likely get him taken out. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of extra incense because of this city, didn't we? Let's go ahead and, 1, 2, 3, get a mine up on this hill, because that'll give us some more production later on. And we'll also be able to squeeze a few chateaux in here as well. We'll definitely get a chateau there. So let's go on to the next turn. Hurrah wasn't the target, remember. We want all of those lovely, nice, tasty, delicious wonders that are in Addis Ababa. We've already crawled our way up to 3rd place on the scoreboard, so things aren't too terrible. Once we get Addis Ababa, we'll have some other nice stuff as well. You guys are just supposed to be healing up, so if you wouldn't mind just getting on with that, please, and do it quietly. Actually got some unhappiness now, so we are going to have to build some happiness buildings, or potentially buy the odd... Oh, we've auto-plundered a caravan. Or potentially buy the odd luxury from somebody. I can't believe we've got all of this incense, but we're in negative happiness. Austria has adopted order, so probably going to fall out with Austria quite soon. Just onto the city-states turns now. Not an awful lot going on. International games is 50% completed. Now, what we would... 53% completed. Now, we should get the silver. We would really like to get the tourism increased by 100% per 20 turns. I don't think that's going to happen. Hiawatha will probably do that with so much ease. He won't even break a sweat in doing it. But we'll try anyway, because I'd like to get it. I don't think I've got a chance of getting it, but I'm going to try in any case. It's taking ages to get this oil, and there's only 3 oil there, which is not an awful lot at all. Let's have a little look around at Addis Ababa. What do they have in there? Not an awful lot, to be honest. We should be able to get some artillery within range. 1, 2, 3. We should be able to hit from here. And if we move you over in this direction, you should be in range to hit. Let's move you out of the way and bring you forward. Now you're in range to hit. We'll put the Great General there as well. We'll move some of the other units forward. You're supposed to be repairing that. We'll just back off slightly with this frigate. We'll put the other frigate up there so it can provide some additional support if possible. And it's going to take a turn or two with the privateer anyway before we need it, so we can let him heal up. He'll be fine. 1. Yeah, you're not going to be close enough to hit from there. 1, 2, 3. You could from that tile, though. Let's actually... Do I want to move you over there? No, we'll leave you there for now. You can just do nothing. Artillery, you're going to set up, though, because you'll definitely be... You can actually take a shot on this turn. Fine. We shall start now. It's because you're on the road, so it didn't use up all of your movement. But we can actually start firing on Addis Ababa. You guys can set up as well, I suppose. Is that a hill? No, because it's an iron mine. So we can go there and shoot at these guys. It'll do a nice bit of damage to them. They might start plundering a load of stuff, which will be annoying, but at least we can do some damage to them. A unit needs orders. You're just going to sleep for now. You are going to do nothing either. You are going to try and get the rest of your health back. You guys are kind of redundant at the moment, but we might need you for the war against Hiawatha later, so let's start bringing you down south so we can deal with him when the time comes. What have we got left? You guys can't really reach them, so let's just go and fortify up. On to the next turn. And, yeah, that's still Austria. New archaeological dig site. This one is within reach of Lyon, so you are going to be a landmark improvement. There's probably still a few ones that we can get. I'll have to have a look around because I'm sure there's some more. Obviously, that was the one that was stolen from us, which was a bit annoying. There's one up here that we could potentially grab. And in fact, we probably should. This one can be a landmark. Do we have a university up here? I'm sure we must do. Don't think you can purchase archaeologists, though, can you? Do we have a uni here? I don't think you can purchase archaeologists. I might be wrong. Yeah, you can't purchase archaeologists, but you can produce archaeologists. Yeah, may not be purchased with gold, may only be built in a city with a university, which is a little bit of a pain. We'll wait until the International Games has finished, I think. So, on to the next turn. See here, Watha's already digging his up. I mean, prefer if he wasn't doing that. He's already got enough enough tourism. I've still got the unhappiness issue, of course. I've just remembered that. Here we go. Here come all their units. Remember, though, as soon as we manage to take Addis Ababa, we can technically peace straight out. I don't want open borders with you, so go away. So the question is here, what do I try and do? Do I try and take Addis Ababa really quickly? Or do we try and kill the units first? I think we owe it to ourselves to kill the units. Because if we don't, we're probably just going to lose some of this artillery. And most of this artillery's got a few upgrades. We've lost cotton. From Hiawatha. We want to try and keep that going if we can. He's still friendly. I'd like cotton, please. What do you want for this? That's not a fair trade. How about I give you 7 gold per turn instead? He will not do that. What about if I give you 8? 9? Okay, he'll accept 9. Not really the best deal. Is there anyone else that would be willing to sell me a luxury resource? Morocco has copper spare. Can I buy your copper for 7 gold per turn? Wow, you won't take 7. You're actually losing money, but you wouldn't take 7 gold per turn. Well, at least that puts us back in positive happiness. Anything else that we could get? No. But we are in positive happiness, which helps. We can adopt a policy. I think here, what I should either get is specialists consume only half the amount of food, or landmarks a great person, improvements improve 4 times the amount of yield. I think at this point, I know normally it'd be really strong to go for a level 2 tenant, but specialists consuming only half the amount of food is going to be really, really useful, especially in Paris, because that'll help it grow a lot quicker. And we don't need to work the artist slots. We want to be. I don't know why we were working the writer slots and the artist slots. We've almost got ourselves the writer, so that's fine. You're working the Musicians Guild. You're not all that far away from a great musician. You're working the Engineer slots. Why aren't you working any of the science slots? You really should be, because now you're starving, of course, because of that annoying unit down there. Yeah, not a lot of great food tiles up here, really. Don't necessarily need to work that one. We could work that as a food tile. It's still quite a long time before you grow. What about if you don't work? What are you on production focus? Yeah, you are. Just put you on default focus. That'll help. Let's go ahead and deal, first of all, with this annoying unit down here, who's just going to go around and plunder absolutely everything. Keep doing as much damage to them as we can. And let's actually use the Lancer to go and take the camp out, stop them spawning anything new. Yeah, let's go ahead and try and take these units out. How much damage can we do to Addis Ababa? Not enough to take it out, so... I mean, we're probably not going to be able to do enough to take these guys out either. But it's not going to stop me from taking some pot shots at them. You're out of range, and I can't move those guys any closer. Let's move them around here. You move you to there. Don't really want to move into Addis Ababa's bombard range at this point. Let's move a few of you guys further forward. Could move you up the road. It's quite risky, but at least it gives them another target that isn't one of my artillery, which is what I'm most concerned about right now. What do we have on this tile? Nothing. Grasslands Hill. I think Chateau is what we were heading here for, so let's go ahead and do that. Yep, you're just going to stay there, I think. Cargo ship was previously going to Russia, so carry on. Units needing orders. Privateer. Privateer is now fully healed. We'll move that... Well, we'll leave that privateer here for now. Because it can reach... well, it can't quite reach Addis Ababa on a single turn. So we'll actually move it out to here and put it on alert. Gatling gun's just going to stay on alert there. And we might as well just do a little bit of scouting with these guys, I suppose. You're staying there. On to the next turn. I don't think Ethiopia is going to be able to do too much with these units. I mean, they might. It's quite possible. Now we're being denounced by Austria. Fantastic. Wow, they've actually got winged hussars now. So this makes life a little bit tricky. But let's do what we can. Assyria has adopted order. Okay. Well, it looks like a few people will be getting cultural pressure. So we have unfortunately gone and lost a Gatling gun there, but it's not the end of the world. They still only have cannons. We should be able to sort this out, hopefully. Okay. There's like a million different things going on. Let's go ahead and deal with this, because you're still looting everything, and that upsets me. It makes me very unhappy. Didn't quite kill them, but they will plunder that on the next turn. You guys are going to cross the river and then finish them off later. So, what can we do over here? We need to try and finish these guys off as much as possible. You're the furthest artillery back, so you're going to shoot at this one. All of the other artilleries at the front are going to shoot at this guy, because I think he's actually the biggest threat, and the other ones are within range of my my frigates. How much damage can the frigates do to this guy? A fair bit, actually. Would be nice to have another frigate up here, but we just don't have one to spare. Could you move to there and still shoot? No. We do have one more artillery shot. Well, let's take the guaranteed kill. So we might take a little bit of damage from that winged hussar, but I don't think it will be too bad. At least I hope it won't. Just going to move this guy across the river, because then we're guaranteed to auto-plunder that caravan. And you can move forwards. You guys have finished the wine. I don't think that guy's going to be able to take out the artillery, so we might as well go there and repair the farm. You guys could move forward, but I think it's a little bit risky, so you're just going to stay there for now. Let's continue the exploration. Cargo ship, you can carry on going to Kyoto. And we've probably got time for one more turn, providing it's not a long one. In fact, we probably haven't, because we've missed something over here. What have we done? We built a mine on that hill. These bison aren't really close enough to work. Not a lot of good tiles that we're missing out on, to be honest. We definitely need some more archaeologists. That was just a plains. It's not a great tile. Let's go ahead and build a lumber mill or two here. And there's you as well. You need to come down here. But that does take us up to the 20-minute mark, so that is definitely all I have time for. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.